Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another video. We're going to start off with the city girls. Before we do that, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And yesterday, JT basically went on like a little mini rant because fans were complaining about her not addressing the Little Uzi situation, okay? And if you don't know what happened, Little Uzi has been accused of hurting or harming his ex-girlfriend, Brittany. Okay? And so I don't know if she's going to press charges or anything like that, but fans have been waiting for JT to address, the situation. And she basically said that people get upset if she don't address something, and then people get upset if she does. My thing is, this is a serious situation, so you should address it. You be addressing stuff that don't really need to be addressed. Like if somebody say they look like you be calling them ugly and blocking them. That's what you be addressing. You and Young Miami addressing Young Miami being blocked by Nicki Minaj. That's something that doesn't need to be addressed because we all know Nicki don't mess with you. And as for the city girls, they're not even really messing with each other. That's why their music is not really doing too well. They're not on one accord. I got back that they are not on the same page. They really don't mess with each other. They have to make it seem like they mess with each other because they don't want the fans to start assuming stuff. Okay? But I don't know if the city girls gonna last. Twerkulator was a flop. And, none of their music is really doing too well. They're not really getting the push from QC. And the reason why there's a rift between them is because of Little Uzi. That's one of the reasons. Because Little Uzi and Young Miami really don't get along like that. Okay? They try to keep their distance from each other because Little Uzi got a smart mouth. And he just be talking to Young Miami any kind of way. A lot of people thought that live was a joke, but Little Uzi really don't like Young Miami. Okay? And basically, Young Miami and Jay have issues because of that. Because when Young Miami was with Southside, I don't think she's with Southside no more because she's been prancing around town with Diddy and kissing Megan. But when she was with Southside, he didn't really talk to JT no kind of way. And he wasn't rude to JT. Moving on to Drake, The Whisper reported that Drake is seeing someone seriously. And that he won't come out because it's the summertime. So I guess he wants to hold around for a little bit longer. For what I do know is that he was messing with this one chick. I believe she's not even from the U.S. I believe she lives in Toronto. And then also, he still smashes Sophie. So, of course, he's not going to come out. Because then all the other side pieces and plus the industry chicks that he be smashing are going to get upset. So, Drake ain't being slick, okay? Drake is not going to come out unless it's with Nicki Minaj or Rihanna. That's when he would not care. If he ever bags Nicki or gets back with Rihanna, which is a stretch, then he would come out with either one of them, okay? He would come out with Rihanna because he'd be like, ha, I got my girl back. Sucks to be you ASAP. But, that's a bit of a stretch. And then with Nicki, because he's always wanted Nicki, so it would be a W, like I finally got the girl that I always wanted. But I can't really see Drake really coming out with somebody until, he's ready to walk down the aisle, okay? And Drake should be getting ready to walk down the aisle soon. I mean, he's 35, 36? So I think he should really focus on that instead of, doing useless features. Well, actually, he needs to focus on Certified Lover Boy first. and then he can focus on walking down the aisle. But they say he dating somebody seriously. I don't think he's faithful. Sorry. Moving on to Nicki and the Weeknd. A few guys were asking about them, and they mostly have a business relationship. They worked together in the past, and they do have other songs in the stash, but the label's not really gonna back them when it comes to them collaborating like that. If we remember, she had a song with The Weeknd on Queen, and that was not a single. There was no video. There was no backing for that song. And The Weeknd has been big for, at least for 4 years now. Like, since at least 2016, he's been popping. So with that being said, they've worked together. They have a mutual respect for each other, but when it comes to them collaborating, they're not really going to get the backing for the songs that they do. So realistically, it's not really a good idea for her to continue to make music with him, because she's not going to get the backing for whatever reason. Okay, they didn't back the remix for The Hills. They didn't really back that song. That was The Weeknd's. That song was fire though, but they didn't back it. Okay, it did have some success though. And then the second record they did together was I Thought I Knew You, which was on Nicki's Queen album. They didn't back that record either. Okay, that was supposed to be like a pop, record. And the reason why they didn't back the records is because they didn't want Nicki collaborating with pop artists, stemming from the situation with Miley Cyrus. Okay, so it's going to be very hard for her to really collaborate with pop and big R&B artists. And I'm talking about like The Weeknd or Bruno Mars, not Chris Brown. They don't really care about Chris Brown. Moving on to Rihanna, she commented under an interesting post, and it says, "You aren't happy single. You won't be happy taken." Okay. And then the post says that, relationships aren't for happiness, drugs are. And then she commented, "Oh, this is me," in a paragraph. Now, people were speculating under the comments that, her and ASAP might be going through it. My whole thing with this ASAP and Rihanna relationship is looking very forced to me. It looks like they trying to hold on for dear life, okay? Because I'm not really getting marriage vibes. Supposedly from the Whisper Report, they are supposedly going to walk down the aisle and have a baby. But I don't really get those vibes from them. But it could be me. Now, I do believe that Rihanna does want kids, because she spoke about it in 2019 that she was going to have kids regardless if she was in a relationship or not. Okay, so I do believe she wants kids. I just don't think she's in love with ASAP Rocky. And I think she posted that comment so that ASAP Rocky could see it, basically showing him, listen, I'm going to be good regardless, whether I'm with you or not. Okay? Very strategic. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. And I hope to see you in the next video.